Save money. Build wealth. 5 rules nobody taught you. Here's something nobody tells you. The average person who becomes wealthy isn't the one who earns the most. It's the one who breaks the fewest rules. Rules that were never written down anywhere. That no teacher, no parent, and no bank ever explained to you. Stick around, because rule number 4 is the one that trips up almost everyone, even people who think they're good with money. And rule 5 sounds backwards, but it's the one that actually separates people who stay broke from people who don't. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to change, starting with your very next paycheck. Let's get into it. Here's the first rule, and it's the foundation everything else is built on. You save money before you spend it, not after. Most people do it backwards. Paycheck comes in, bills get paid, groceries get bought, a little fun happens, and whatever's left, if anything, gets saved. The problem is, there's almost never anything left. That's not bad luck. That's math working exactly the way it's designed to when saving comes last. The fix is simple to say and hard to do. The moment money hits your account, a fixed percentage, even just 10%, moves somewhere you don't casually see it. Automatically, if you can set that up. Out of sight genuinely does mean out of mind here. Here's the part most people miss though, and this connects directly to Rule 2, so don't go anywhere, because how much you save matters way less than most people think. What matters more is something almost nobody talks about. Rule 2, your savings rate matters more than your income. This sounds wrong at first. More money should obviously mean more wealth, right? But look at the data on lottery winners, or high-earning athletes, or doctors, professions with huge incomes, and a shocking number of them end up broke. Meanwhile, people earning average salaries retire with 6 and 7 figures in savings. What's the difference? It's not what they earned. It's what percentage of it they kept. Someone earning $3,000 a month who saves 20% is putting away $600. Someone earning $10,000 a month who saves 2% is only putting away $200. The second person makes more and is still falling behind. This is actually good news, because it means you don't need a bigger salary to start winning at this game. You need a bigger percentage. And raising that percentage is something almost entirely in your control. Which brings us to the mistake that quietly kills more savings plans than any other. Watch out for lifestyle creep, because it will eat every raise you ever get if you let it. Here's how it usually goes. You get a raise, or a better job, or a side hustle starts paying off. And almost immediately, spending rises to match it. A nicer phone, a bigger apartment, more eating out. Nothing crazy, nothing that feels reckless in the moment. It just creeps. 5 years later, you're earning double what you used to, and you have exactly the same amount saved as before. Sometimes less. This is lifestyle creep, and it's the single biggest reason people never build wealth, even while their income keeps growing. The rule that fixes this: every time your income goes up, save more than half the increase before you spend any of it. If you get a raise of $200 a month, at least $100 of that goes straight into savings, automatically, immediately, before your lifestyle even gets the chance to notice it exists. This one rule alone, followed consistently, is the difference between someone who's still broke at 40 despite good raises, and someone who's quietly wealthy by 40, without ever feeling like they sacrificed much. But here's where it gets interesting, because Rule 4 is where most money advice videos completely mislead you. And this is the one I promised you at the start. Debt itself isn't the villain. The wrong kind of debt is. You've probably heard, all debt is bad, 100 times. It's simple advice, and it's simply wrong. There's a massive difference between debt that pays you back over time and debt that just drains you. A loan for a car that loses value every single day, or credit card debt racking up 20%, plus interest on things you've already consumed and forgotten about. That's debt working against you, quietly, in the background, every single month. But debt used to buy an asset, something that generates income, or appreciates, or increases your earning power, like education that leads to a real income jump, or a loan for equipment that lets you earn more than the loan costs. That's a completely different animal. That's debt working for you. The rule isn't avoid all debt. The rule is, before you take on any debt, ask one question. Does this put money in my pocket over time, or does it just take money out? If you can't answer that clearly, that's your answer. This distinction alone will save you from the trap that keeps so many people stuck, working hard, earning more, and somehow never getting ahead, because they can't tell the difference between debt that builds and debt that drains. Now, Rule 5. This is the one that sounds backwards. Stay with me, because once this clicks, it changes how you look at every dollar you'll ever earn. Wealth is built in boredom. Real wealth is built slowly, quietly, and honestly. A little boringly. And that's exactly why most people never get there. They're looking for something exciting. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. There is no secret. There is no single trade, one course, or one opportunity that's going to make you rich overnight. The people who actually build lasting wealth are doing something almost anticlimactic. They save consistently. They invest in things that grow steadily over long periods, and they let time do the heavy lifting. This is uncomfortable because it's not exciting. Compound growth doesn't look like much for years. Then, one day, it looks like everything. The person putting away a modest amount every single month for 15 years ends up somewhere completely different than the person chasing the next big, flashy opportunity, even if that second person earns more along the way. The skill here isn't finding some genius strategy. It's tolerating boredom long enough for the math to work. Most people quit right before the curve starts bending upward, because for years it just looks flat. If you can sit with boring longer than everyone else, you win. That's genuinely the whole secret. It's just not a satisfying one to hear, which is exactly why almost nobody tells you. Let's bring it all together. 5 rules, and none of them require a special degree or a lucky break. 1. Pay yourself first, before the money even has a chance to disappear. 2. Your savings rate matters more than your income ever will. 3. Watch lifestyle creep and bank more than half of every raise. 4. Not all debt is bad. Know the difference between debt that builds and debt that drains. 5. Wealth is built in boredom, through consistency, not through some exciting shortcut. None of these are complicated. None of them require you to earn more money right now. What they require is doing them consistently, starting with your very next paycheck. Not someday. Not when I earn more. Now, if this gave you even one thing to change this month, hit subscribe. I break down exactly this kind of practical, no-fluff money advice regularly. And I want to know, out of these 5 rules, which one are you breaking right now? Be honest. Drop it in the comments. I read every single one, and I'll probably make the next video based on what you tell me. See you in the next one.